Hey drivers, this is Bob Perry, president of Rolling Strong, and many of you may know me as the trucker trainer. Thanks for giving me a few minutes of your time to talk about driver health and wellness while you're on the road. So what I want to do today is kind of give you some good information about how to better prepare yourself out there on the highway so that you can live healthier and, most importantly, get home and see your family safe at the end of the day. So one of the biggest issues a lot of the drivers are facing out there today is the ability to find what can I exercise on the road. And so I get emails and calls every day about, Bob, I'm having a problem. I'm stuck. I can't get any activity. I don't have access to workout facilities, but I need to be able to do something. And one of the big problems a lot of the drivers out there today can't do is because they have already some injuries that are preventing them from getting started. So one of the things I always recommend for the drivers is start slow, develop a plan, don't overwhelm yourself, and make sure you get not only your mind wrapped around it, but also get your arms wrapped around of really what you're going to do. And what I mean by getting your arms wrapped around it is really, especially when you're thinking about taking on any kind of an exercise program, because of your job, your shoulders and your arms are such a big important part of it is most of the time drivers have a lot of shoulder injuries and a lot of shoulder problems. So one of the things I focus on for the drivers is trying to help them isolate those exercise components, give you exercise you can do that help isolate on those certain body parts. But the first thing to know is before you do any kind of a program like that, what you want to do is make sure you're properly warmed up and your body's warmed up. And even if you're going to exercise for 10 minutes, I mean, you can do these programs in 10-minute increments, and you can do them a couple times during the day. They don't have to be consistent, where you hear a lot of people think that you have to exercise out for 30, 40, 45 minutes at one time. You don't have to do that. You can do it in 10-minute increments. And what I'd like for you to be able to do is think about that. So think about if you need to break it up during the session. But the first thing is you want to get warmed up. And when I talk to drivers about taking a leisure walk, I talk about telling them they walk with intention. So just for 10 minutes, put your cell phone away, think about it, and then also line up and say, listen, I'm going to go for 5 minutes out and 5 minutes back, or 10 minutes out, 10 minutes back, whatever you think was in your range. But the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure your shoulders are back and keep your abs tight. And you don't realize it, but by keeping your abdominal muscles tight, you'll start working your abs. And you want to keep your shoulders back so you keep your posture straight, which will help to take a lot of pressure off your back. So that's the first thing you want to remember. And when you walk, take steps and take it with, like I said, intentions. Don't just leisurely walk. And you don't have to, do a walking speed, but you need to walk with some intention and keep yourself moving forward at all times. So, and then once you accomplish that and use that as a warm-up mechanism, you'll feel the circulation start to go in your body and get warmed up. And then what I want you to do is start thinking about integrating some strength training in with that program. So if you have time to work out, say, in a 15-minute or 20-minute increment, then take a 10-minute walk to get warmed up. And then there's a lot of different exercises you can do. And if you can't, you don't have to have dumbbells. If you don't have access to dumbbells, you can do it simply with a bottle of water. And one of the things you can do is you can just start out with a regular size 12 or 16-ounce bottle of water, and then you can work yourself up to doing gallon jugs. And actually, I have water jug workouts that you can follow if you like. But I brought a couple props with me today that I'm going to show you. And so I'm going to demonstrate a couple of these exercises. And the first thing I want to show you is how to warm up your shoulder muscles properly and get your rotator cuffs warmed up so that you don't have any shoulder injuries. And for you drivers out there who are already experiencing shoulder problems, these exercises are just for you as well because they'll help you rehab those shoulders. Okay, drivers. So what we're going to do is we're going to warm up your rotator cuffs before you get involved in any kind of exercise program. What I want you to do is I want you to bend at the knees lightly so you take the pressure off your back. I want to let you just take your arm and let it hang down. Just do a circular motion like this. You start out one motion like this, you just get wider, wider, and wider. And then bring it back the other way. Just let it hang down naturally. And take the bottle, turn it sideways, bring it up like this. Get your shoulders warmed up. You can do easy 3 sets of 10 circles. Okay, once you've done that, I want you to stand up straight. Let's keep your back straight. I want you to keep your, see how my elbow stays into my side like this, in an L shape. What I want you to do is, without moving your arm, I want you to bring it in like this, and move back out. Keep your elbow into your side, back out. And you'll see this, you'll feel it more than you're going to see it. You're going to work the rotator cuff and get it warmed up on the inside. Same thing on the other side. Bring it out, just stretch it out. Do the same thing, you bring it up high like this. Back and forth. There you go. So once now you got your shoulders nice and warmed up, then what you can do is you can start moving to the other exercises so that you work your upper body. So if you can, remember these exercises because you can combine these exercises and do what I refer to as supersets. So where you can actually do 3 or 4 exercises back to back and you work cardiovascular at the same time. Well, the first things you can do very easily is use these. You can do your curls. At the same time, go back to this motion here that I showed you earlier. Keep your elbows into your side. Bend over. What you're going to do is you're going to do kickbacks like this. What that's going to do is work your triceps. All the way back. They're called kickbacks. See why. Just kick the weight back. Keep your elbows flat against your back. Stand back up. And you can go back and do another set each. So you can double these up where you do the curls. You bend back down, you do that, so you do a superset. That gives you a bicep workout. So next thing you want to move up and do your upper body. So obviously if you're standing and if you don't have a bench, have access to a bench, then I can show you how you can combine your chest and your shoulders into one exercise. And how you do that is that you put it out here and just pretend you're holding on to a big beach ball. You got a beach ball out here, you got your arms wrapped around it. See how my arms are bent? You got your dumbbells and your water bottles together like this. Bring it back, stretch, you work your chest, you come up, and then you turn them, raise that back down. Here, here, back, turn them, down. Now what you're doing is 2 exercises, your shoulders, and your chest. So now, back to where we began, when I was telling you about doing the walking program. So now what you do is you can combine these. So you can do your 10-minute workout, and after you're done with your 10-minute walk, and after you're done with your walk, then you come back and you can go through these exercises. The trick is do them non-stop, so that you get your good 15 to 20 minutes of cardiovascular and strength training at the same time. When you combine strength training along with the cardiovascular, you can get a full overall workout. So here's a simple little workout that we just did. I promise you, if you did this, or if you want to use this as a measurement, walk around your rig. Walk around your rig approximately, depending on the length of your rig, anywhere from 34 or 42 laps to get a mile. But you really don't have to do that many laps if you're integrating the weight training at the same time. So what I want you to do is next time you're out, take a lap around your rig, grab your water bottles, do a few of the curls, exercise I showed you, your shoulders, and your chest exercises, and then monitor yourself, and then see how you feel, and then what you want to do is you increase it, and you work yourself up to doing a 20-minute workout. But like I said though, if you don't have time, and I realize time is valuable to you, then what you can do is do it in 10-minute increments. Just adjust it. But there are simple things you can do out there on the road, and just by buying water, and keep these and refill them, and use just regular tap water. So, listen. Thank you for taking the time to listen, and if you need any other help or feedback, just email me at rollingstrong.com, and I'll be glad to help you out any way I can. Thanks a lot. Drive strong.